listen, it's over the top. It is extremely matchy-matchy. It's right on time for summer. It is a lot of fun. And if you guys want to know how I did it, stick around and keep on watching.
Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah.
Okay, so you guys know the drill. We gotta plug the hair, but before we go any further, hit that subscribe button, become a part of the Sylver Bell family, support the channel, show me some love, like the video, and all of that good stuff. Okay, so you guys already know if it's made it to the video, it is good hair. If it's made it to the channel, it is good hair. So ain't no need for me to sit here and talk too long. I got a little mini checklist of all the things that I look for in hair, and that will be down below. Right now, I have 11 things that I look for in hair. So just open that up and all of that information will be down below. Today's hair is from Nadula. This is going to be my second review for them on this hair. This is their Peruvian wavy hair. It is extremely beautiful. You guys have heard me say this already in the first video. I really do like this hair a lot. I still haven't done anything too much to the hair, and it still has its wave pattern in it. I have worn it off and on in between videos and so forth, and I don't have any trouble with this hair at all. Normally, I am a 4 to 5 bundle girl. I know, it's crazy, but this hair right here I have in 3 bundles and 1 frontal. So the bundles that I have in is 18, 20, and 22. So it's quite long, really nice. And the frontal is 16 inches. I will say this, I have washed it one more time since I have had it, and still I don't have any problems with it. No tangling, no weird smells, no shed, not a lot of shedding. All hair sheds, like I have never come across with a high or low. All hair sheds, okay? All of them have slight tangling in the back because you know your hair is brushing up against, is rubbing up on the back there, but it shouldn't be like really extreme. So someone asked me to mention alignment, to add alignment in my little list there because I have 11 things, but if hair is not aligned, it is going to tangle. So the fact that I already said that the hair does not tangle or there's minimal tangling, because all hair will have like a little snag if you wear it all day, you're moving around, you're up against the elements out there, the wind, the air, if it's hot, if it's cold, you know, you will have a little bit of a snag, but you should be able to run your fingers back through it and bring it back to life, or brush through it with ease and bring it back to life. If it's not aligned, it is not going to do that. Everything is going in the right direction basically. So yeah, check out Nadula, and without further ado, let's get right on into this makeup tutorial. So I'm thinking gold and coral put together. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna be in here playing with a bunch of stuff. Let's see what I can come up with, okay? Now the first thing I need to do is my brows. It's been a while since I've shown you how I've done my brows, so I'm gonna be showing you today. So first I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Ebony. So I'm just gonna go in with that and start to carve out my brows. Before I go in with my concealer, as you can tell I messed up right there in the beginning, I'm just gonna take a cotton swab and saturate it with my Bioderma CBM cleanser, facial cleanser, and I'm just gonna go and swipe this right under that brow. This is just gonna clean that up, like, you know what I'm saying? And for my base, as usual, you guys already know the drill. I love my Black Opal concealer in tan. I'm just gonna put this all over my eye as well as my lower lash line, and I'm gonna carry it right up onto my brow. And for under my brow, I'm just gonna clean it up with the brush. That way I can get it nice and precise, and then I'm gonna blend out the rest with my beauty blender. So today I'm going to be using my Sacha Buttercup powder to set my brow bone area as well as into my crease area. You guys already know the drill. For this look, I am going to attempt to do, I think I'm going to be using the Zulu palette by Julia's Place. Now, with the Zulu palette, there are no names for these shadows. None on the back either. I'm just making sure, ain't none on the back, okay? So the first color I'm going to go in is with the coral color, this deep pinkish corally color. I'm just gonna start to buff that into my crease area, and this is gonna act as my transition color. Okay, so next I'm gonna be taking the brown shade, and I'm going to start to create like my outer V, and I'm gonna place this a little bit into the crease as well. And as usual, I like to place my color first and then go in and blend it out. Okay, so I feel like I want a little bit more of a deeper crease. So for that, I'm going to go into the Saharan 2 palette, and I'm going to be taking the brown shade and the burgundy shade, this brown shade and this burgundy shade, and I'm going to be mixing it on the brush, 1 tap each, because these colors are extremely pigmented. See, it's starting to look better, like it just warms it up. So I'm just tapping 1 time each into that color, and I'm just going to keep applying it until I get the desired look that I want. Yeah, I like that a lot better already. That other brown was a waste of time. Don't do that. And now I'm gonna go back into that coral color from the Zulu palette, and I'm going to buff that on top just to brighten that area back up. Not that it needs it, ain't nothing wrong with a little touch up. Back to the Zulu palette, I'm going to be taking that rose gold shade, and what I'm gonna do is take my beauty mist and just spritz my brush and apply this wet. And I'm gonna cut my lid with that basically, without adding any more concealer, because I know these colors, they are so pigmented, it's not needed. Back into the Saharan 2 palette, I'm just gonna go back into those 2 colors and blend this area right here. And with my Bioderma and a cotton pad, I am just going to clean up that outer area a little bit before I move on. Give it a proper angle. Like so. Okay, so for my face today, the first thing I'm going to do is go in with my Fenty Beauty primer, because I absolutely love this primer. And as usual, to help with creasing a little bit, I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is actually for the eyes. It is supposed to be a primer that helps your eyeshadows not to crease. So I like to put it in this area because it just helps with the longevity of the foundation. Like, it gives it a little bit more time before it starts to crease. It still creases. Today we are going to be using the new Marc Jacob Shameless Youthful, okay, another long name, you know I'm gonna butcher it. Okay, so let me look at it and read it for you. Okay, it's a Shameless Youthful Look 24-hour foundation. Anyways, this is the Y500 Deep Y500. So let's pray and hope, because this is the only one that I got, so I hope that this matches me, because I didn't bother to get another shade, you know, like I'm just over it, you know, like it comes to me, because you know I don't have access to this stuff. So if it gets to me and it's the wrong shade, I gotta figure out how to make it work. I can make it work. It's not 100%, but what is we gonna do? And the only reason I'm using this brush is because my actual Marc Jacob brush. I'm always using Marc Jacob for everything else, and now that I got the Marc Jacob foundation, you can't use a brush, really? Okay. I'm gonna be using Cosetti. I'm just too lazy to go and wash it right now, okay? Okay, so for my concealer, I'm going to be going in with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I really do like this concealer, so I'm going to be using it for this look as well. And this is in Caramel. And to blend this out, I'm going to be using this huge sponge from Makeup Addiction. They recently came out with their own sponges, which I think is great. It's a lot bigger than the Beauty Blender, especially when you wet it, of course. And it's not bad. It's not as soft as the Beauty Blender, but it's not bad. Okay, so to contour my face, I'm going to be going in with the Fenty Beauty Matchstick, and this is in the color Espresso. And to blend this out, I'm just going to use the same foundation brush, because this foundation is not drying. I find that these matchsticks, they work really, really well on foundation that tends to stay tacky. And even though she made this to go with like her foundation dries matte. So I find that you have to work just a little bit harder. So I don't like to use it with her foundation. With her foundation, I like to use a powder instead. Even though I'm going to put a powder on top of this, I still need to lay down a base. So that's what I'm doing. And for my nose, I'm just going to use the same little sponge and blend that out. And to set under my eyes, I'm going to be taking my Sacha Buttercup powder once again and just set the highlighted areas with this. Okay, so to set my face, you guys already know the drill. I love to use the Laura Mercier powder, and this is in the shade Medium Deep, and this is her translucent loose setting powder. For my bronzer, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in Mahogany. And to contour my nose, as usual, I'm just going to be using the MAC Studio Fix powder in NW40. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish off the eyes. So the first thing I'm going to do is go back into the Saharan palette, and I'm going to take that burgundy shade, and I'm going to start to smudge that into my lower lash line. And then I'm going to go back into that coral shade, and I'm going to buff that right below that burgundy, so we have like a nice little smoky transition type of effect going on here. And tie it into the outer corner right here. Smoky. Okay, so while I wait for the other lash glue to dry and get tacky, basically, I'm just going to finish off my eyes, and I'm going to go into Aziza from the Saharan 2 palette. I'm going to place that right into my tear duct area. And I feel like I want to put just a little bit under my brow. Okay, so before I apply my mascara, I applied my other lash, as you can tell. The next video I do is going to be a lash tutorial, Lash 101. I'm going to share with you all my tips and tricks. I keep telling you I'm going to give you a video, and I never do it. That's just wrong. Work with me, okay? Work with me. So I'm gonna go in with the Melt Cosmetics eyeliner, and this is in 1987. I absolutely love this liner. It's just so creamy and easy to apply. I'm just gonna line my waterline with this. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my mascara. So first I'm gonna prime my lower lashes with the Lash Sensational Primer, and this is by Maybelline. And now that my lower lashes are primed, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply the regular mascara. I like my earrings. Is it too much? I mean, is it too much? Listen, we are here to overdo it, okay? So for my blush, I'm going to go into the Juvia's Place Volume 2 blush palette, and I am going to be taking B, which is right here. And for my highlighter today, I'm going to be trying something new. This is the new Nevermore Blush Light by Melt Cosmetics. Hello, come again. And it's a pinkish type of highlighter with a little bit of gold hints in it. So I'm going to be trying this today. For the rest of my face, I'm not going to use that highlighter because, you know, it's pink. It's on the pink side. So I'm going to go in with a more neutral color. And this is Lynx, also by Melt Cosmetics. This is a lot softer. This reminds me of the Coastal Scents highlighters that I used to use. The type of softness, like it's not an intense shine. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's very subtle. It's not high shine. So I like that about it. And I'm not afraid to highlight my big forehead. I like how it looks. It brings it to life. Scar or no scar, I'm highlighting that area as well. A little bit on the chin, not too much. That was it. That's it right there. Okay. Lastly is my lips, and I have a little idea. I don't know if it's gonna work. I've never seen it done, you know, but I am going to try. And if I fail, I'm just gonna take it off and do something really, really simple. Okay, so I want to line my lips with a red liner, and this is by Melt Cosmetics and it's called Ambrosia. So I'm gonna line my lips with this. I'm gonna try a different flavor nude lip. Okay, so I'm nervous. Okay, I am nervous. In the center, I am going to go in with EX by Melt Cosmetics, and this is a beautiful, you know, nude type of lipstick, liquid lipstick. So I'm just gonna go in the center with this. Okay, I don't know why I was nervous. I like this. Girl. It still needs something. I feel like it needs, what does it need? Gloss. Okay, the gloss I'm going to be using is by Fenty Beauty, and this is her Gloss Bomb. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because I don't want to contaminate this, I have a piece of tissue here, and when I swipe, before I dip back in there, I'm just going to wipe it off, okay? So if you have gloss like this and you don't want to contaminate the gloss by dipping back in there, because I don't want to transfer this red color in there. Because this gloss bomb by itself is really pretty. That's what it needed. Brought it to life. I have my tissue here, okay, and I'm just gonna wipe it off. Make sure you just wipe it off really, really well. There's no color on it. Your gloss is still perfect. And to set my face, you guys already know the drill. It is Kudali or Kudale. I like this a lot. I would definitely buy this again. Okay guys, so that is it for this makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun doing this one. Really colorful, matchy. You guys know me. It's a Caribbean thing. I mean, did you see Rihanna for her little movie premiere? Everything was matching. Let me tell you, if you don't know, it is a Caribbean thing. And #1 at it is Jamaicans, I promise you. So if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, join the Sylver Bell family, hit the notification bell, that way you don't miss a video whenever I upload. And you can further keep up with me on all of my other social media platforms, which is Instagram and Snapchat. Everything is under Savannah Sylver. Yeah, until the next video, take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys real soon on the next one. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish. Okay, so for my blush, I'm going to go into the Juvia's Haze. Okay. Like I want a little bit of a deeper color in there, so I'm gonna go into the